Hey everyone, David from Wargame Design Studio here. Our upcoming game, Panzer Battles of North Africa, is hopefully going to be out by the end of the year, and we thought it was time to start sharing a little bit of content with you of what's in the game, what's involved, and just some of the changes that have been made. This is hopefully going to be a series of videos, about 5 minutes or less long. They're all being recorded in 1440, so you get some pretty high-res images if your screen can support that, and hopefully you'll enjoy the start of this little series. I'm going to jump straight into the Fallschirmjäger landing at Maleme, just to give you an idea of some of the play. I'm actually not going to play the game, but use the AI to do a turn or two so that you can see what's involved. We're going to set the Allied to automatic, so we see it from their perspective, and fog of war on for the German paratroopers coming in. So first step is the gliders are coming in, and you'll notice you can't actually see these guys. It's partly due to the AI settings. Once they start moving, they'll be noticeable. Maleme is fairly well defended. There is a mixture of RAF air crew and ground support, as well as the New Zealand 22nd Battalion defending this particular area. Probably one of the most important points beyond the airfield is the Kavkazia Hill, just below it, and point 107, which was a major area of dispute for both sides. So here are the Germans in their first turn, trying to move up towards the edge of the airfield and hopefully start to push the Allied forces back out. The RAF camp, by way of explanation, is actually an important entry area for the Germans into the area. Okay, here we are, Allied turn. We're keeping in mind the Allies are in automatic mode. They will play themselves. We will normally run a session like this just to see what the AI is doing, make certain it's not doing anything stupid. There we go. We've woken up the Matildas that are moving up to the crest of the hill, and to make certain that things will work the way we want it to. The Bofors are trying to put up a spirited defence at the airport, but oh dear, just had one fatigued and disrupted, which makes it very open to being pushed out. Same things happen to the RAF air crew at the RAF camp, so there's a chance the Germans can actually get a foothold on the edge of the airfield. You can see there's quite a bit of range from these Bofors. You know, they're firing 6-7 hexes here. Not a lot of effect, but you know, enough to be impacting the German attackers. All these troops have landed by gliders, and hence aren't carrying the level of disruption that normally the parachute troops would normally have. The other thing you'll notice is there's a new range of sounds. We've used a lot of the sounds that came with the Panzer campaign's gold upgrades and tailored them towards this title as well. So we're currently on the Allied turn 1. This will leap across to the Axis turn. You'll notice this fire from the hill. That was actually naval guns that were put up there to stop any seaborne invasion. The expectation was that this area would be the target of an amphibious invasion. They hadn't put a lot of weight on the fact that there'd actually be a full-blown airborne invasion. So we're into German turn 2 here. You can see quite a bit going on. Here we have some of the paratroops that have landed further to the west, moving up, again in fairly good order. That's unusual for this early on in the scenario. They normally land fairly disordered, and the glider troops that you can see here are getting set up to hopefully clear out the edge of the airfield. Oh, another group disrupted. That's actually quite bad, seeing 3 guys there. Oh, and the Germans haven't assaulted in. Crumbs. Okay, second turn for the New Zealanders. Okay, some ineffectual work. Tank, which wouldn't have been the nicest sight to see. These disrupted Bofors there. One's just been knocked out, both knocked out. That location's about to fall. I'd expect the German turn for them to hopefully clear out these couple of locations right now. This group that landed to the east of the airstrip were actually wayward and not the best place to land, to be honest with you. In the actual battle, it took the Germans the best part of the morning to clear out the western side of the airstrip. We may be in a slightly better position the rate we're going here. Importantly, the Germans broke through where the RAF camp is shown. Something similar could happen here as well, by the looks of it. There goes those naval guns. Not carrying particularly a lot of HE, and hence their ineffectiveness against infantry. Here is the final turn that we'll run for the Germans. It's turn 3. Hopefully we'll see them get in. Take a few locations. Here's a brave man charging forward to try and clear the western side. Defences around the airfield are actually fairly light. It's usually a couple of Bofors in each pit and 20 odd men on anti-air machine guns. There we go, that gun pit's fallen. That tank's going to dissuade anyone from trying to push towards the RAF camp, I think. Over on the left hand side you can see some of the paratroops that were set upon by some of the Greek or Cretan locals. Some of the forces that landed around Rebiana coming down towards the airfield. Starting to look a little bit historic. It's going to take the oh, here we go, attempt to charge in an assault, and they knocked out one Bofors, the second attempt there against the New Zealanders, but the attackers were disrupted, so fairly tough for the Fallschirmjägers at the moment. Are going to cause a bit of an issue. And with that we move on to the Allied turn. There are 10 turns in total in the scenario. The aim is for the Allied player to hold the airfield and for the Fallschirmjäger to clear it. I hope you've enjoyed this little preview of just one of the scenarios included with the game.